Oh no. Have you ever had a moment where you just want to go back in time in relation to a computer crashing? I've experienced that this week, and I'm going to tell you a little bit of what I've learned and what my plan was already in place. Hi, my name is Patricia Regier with Regier Educational Services. I'm going to start a new series. Following this video will be some YouTube shorts, including taking you behind the scenes on different plans, strategies, and equipment that I have already in place as backup options for a variety of scenarios to avoid the worst case happening when we're working online, when we're facilitating workshops, producing, whatever we're doing, we're dependent on the systems that we have. And this week, my main computer crashed. The hard drive just stopped working. Even though the computer is only maybe 2 years old, things happen. Technology is awesome, but when it stops working, it can feel like a disaster. And I do have a lot of plans already in place, but I have learned a few things by using my backup computer, and I want to share that with you today. If this information is helpful to you and of value, please give it a thumbs up, like the video. If you're listening to this on a podcast or reading about it in our blog, we welcome your feedback. You can click through to the video and write your comments below our YouTube video, because I'd like to hear from you. What are your backup strategies, or what questions do you have about worst case scenarios? And I can give you some solutions as well, or at least what I have in place, and showcase some things maybe that you haven't heard of before. So I've been meaning to do this video for a while, and I was going to do it all in a video, one big video, but I think a series makes a lot more sense. So depending on how many likes may determine how many pieces of equipment or videos that I do about this topic, if it's of interest to you. So thanks for tuning in, watching, or reading about this. So with my computer crashing, I didn't know what was going on. It started going through this fixing loop, and I couldn't get past it. I did some research, nothing was working. I had to bring it into the computer store for a fix. And they have had it for, hopefully I get back today, that will be 3 solid days without my main computer and everything that is set up for me, for my best working situation. Unfortunately, it takes time. It's going to take me time to rebuild that computer system. I have backup drives. So that's one thing for sure I recommend, is that you have a backup drive. And so that the work that you're doing, it's saved, and that will save you a lot. But if I'm having to rebuild the computer after they put in a new hard drive, all the software and different things I'll have to download and set things up. That's a bit of a pain, but it does happen through the lifetime of computers. And it's great if you have almost a clone of your computer. But my backup computer, I've been using it as my participant view, very handy. It's my backup. If all of a sudden something happens to the one computer, I'm co-host on the other, that I can continue producing or running a meeting. So I definitely recommend having a backup computer. It can be a tool that you use all the time. It doesn't just have to sit there. But my backup computer, so glad I had that, but I didn't have everything set up on it. So it's definitely put my backup computer to the test, that now I had to make sure all, my emails, all the different websites I typically go to, do I have all the passwords for all of these different things? I had to rebuild my Outlook and connect with Microsoft Office. And I do really highly recommend, I use LastPass. That saved me. So having your emails and different things, calendar on multiple devices, whether it's a phone, second computer, a tablet, First of all, it helps bridge a time when your main computer needs to have some work done on it. Having LastPass, all my passwords saved, or most of them, I'm finding out there's a few that I didn't have saved in there. It definitely will make a difference for getting you up and running as quickly as possible on a backup computer. I'll share the link below about different resources and equipment and tools that I'll mention throughout the series. So alternate backup device, LastPass, and even software on this backup computer to be working on slides or a document makes such a difference. And I had to set up some of those things as well. That's just a little bit of a backup computer experience. And that's where I thought I would just jump on this week, real life, what I'm dealing with right here, right now. And it will be the beginning of a series that talks about all kinds of things. If internet goes out, if the power goes out, I'll be sharing all of that with you. Thanks for joining me. My name is Patricia Regier with Regier Educational Services. Hope you have some light bulb learning moments and that you're able to facilitate engaging experiences so your audience turns into participants. A couple of additional thoughts that as we wrap up, you can check the other links below. I have found with my backup computer, because we tend to use our older computer as the backup, that the whole reason why it became a backup computer was because it was slower. So adding more things back onto it, I haven't been loving the speed that emails even upload and things like that. So not ideal. I'm going to be really glad to get my other computer back. And eventually I'll probably buy another new one, so I'll have a couple backups. And I also found with an older computer, I have to always have it plugged in. I do have it plugged into the Ethernet cable as well. And usually when I am working with two computers, when I'm facilitating or producing an online workshop, that I have both of my computers hardwired to the modem. So that makes a big difference. But the speakers aren't great on this computer, I'm finding, because usually I have it on silent when I'm using it as my participant view co-host backup. So I did purchase a couple of little speakers that then just plug in with a USB. So that will come in handy anyways, I think, as a tool to come in handy. So I'm looking forward to giving you all these other tips about other things that I keep ready, keep on hand, and backup systems and equipment that I have. So looking forward to seeing you and sharing that with you in the next videos, podcasts, and our blog. Thanks again.